I am at Project Monyet at RUANG by Think City. This is my good friend, whom I call my tent mate, Peter Ong's Project Monyet. It's a photo exhibition on Malaysian primates. All these photos are painstakingly taken by Peter Ong. To show you, okay, I'm not even sure how many photos are there, and I'm going to talk to him after.
Why I started to do primates, and it's actually because of a woman called Goodall. Her last visit in 2017, and she was like, so what's the state of Malaysian primates? And I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Your arm around the chair?
Yes.
So she is the main reason, the inspiration for this whole project. Next year will be 60 years of unbroken research on the chimpanzees of Gombay. And that's incredible because in Gombay, when we were asking people doing research in Sabah, they were like, in 6 years we lost 150,000 orangutans. Stage of where we read the headlines, you know, the last wild orangutan has just passed away yesterday. And then again, it's like, what do we do? You know, so just to find out really for myself when I first started, what's going on, how many are left, who are the amazing people working on this issue. And I hope to engage everyone to say, hey, we can all do something. Everyone just do a little bit, that's all. Even if it's just talking about it. Our entire water sources comes from the central forest spine. Without the primates that live in the central forest spine dispersing seeds to sustain the trees, we will lose gradually over time our water source. And that is really worrying. Already, you know, people in KL are very good at bitching when the water taps go dry. Supply from their water supply. So we have to start asking ourselves questions like, is this development really necessary? Do we need another shopping mall in the middle of the mountains? Do we need another casino in the questions? And make consumer choices. Because in Jane's message, she says, what can we do? The least we can do is make consumer choices, really. Support businesses that support our living environments. Because without our living environment, there's no point having a successful business, yeah? Because so much of our industry affects people around us, not just in the cities, but rural people as well. So I think as Malaysians, and I've gone around the country literally from Semenanjung, East Coast, West Coast, Sabah, Sarawak, into the mountains, and I've come across really wonderful people living with nature, living at the perimeters of the jungle, living with the jungle, living with our primates, and they depend on, they get affected by the decisions that we make here in KL. So even though it feels like a bubble in KL, we have to always remember that what we do has a great ripple effect, especially through communities throughout Malaysia. So this mummy will wait for 8 years until she is able to impart all her knowledge to this child. It's a huge investment. So when people ask why is it that our orangutan population is in perpetual decline, well, it's because they don't make them as fast as we do. Yeah? Humans are able to make babies every year. But for the orangutan, she invests too much, and it's one mummy to a child. And there have been countless images of them posted on Facebook, on Instagram. You can buy a baby given for about 500 ringgit. It'll be delivered to your doorstep.
Oh, my God.
Baby sun bear cub, a sun bear cub, costs you 3,500 ringgit, including delivery. But this guy, he's a cutie. He's a just really neat monkey. He's also one of the most highly sought after primates for pets. Because being cute is really detrimental to their health. It's amazing. We have so much biodiversity in Malaysia. We're literally such a hotbed of biodiversity for the jungle. And I think as human beings, it's the very least we can do for our environment, for our water resources, and for our fellow cousins who just happen to have tails, some of them. So that's it. Thank you very much for being here. If you have any questions, thank you.
Project. Just gonna show you some of the photos here. All these beautiful photos have beautiful stories of how Peter went into the wild all across Malaysia to look for them and waited hours and days to capture these photos. So come to the exhibition. It's on from between today. Today is the first day, November 16 to the 28th of November. It is very near. It's just down the road from Central Market. So park at Central Market and walk down to RUANG by Think City.
For you. It's important. I mean, if you come from a little bit of a privileged background,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Happy day, congrats for your opening. Small schools are not how we do it before in there. It's a tutorial that this, yeah, a tutorial.
Yeah, we're thinking about like just trying to survive the weekend.
No. Get it. This is the most difficult you.
Yay! I get to interview my tent mate, Peter Ong. Peter Ong, what is this? I mean, I know this is Project Monyet.
This is Project Monyet.
Peter, why? How did this Project Monyet came about, and what the hell is it?
It came about for very purely selfish reasons. I just wanted to know. When Jane Goodall came to
you mentioned
KL
just
in
earlier.
2017, she asked, what's the state of Malaysian primates? And I
Tak tahu?
didn't have a clue. So I thought, okay, let me go and Google it. Right, everything's available on Google. All your answers are on Google. Nothing. I cannot get answers about the state of our Malaysian primates. I didn't even know we had 25. Do you know we had 25? No one knows, right? Do you know that we have species of primates that are data deficient, meaning no studies done on them? Zero.
No, I didn't know that. That's why you started
So that's why I
Project.
started this. I started it because I wanted to find out for myself. And along the way, I realized that it's important for Malaysians to be curious about our own environment and our own wildlife. So that's the reason, really. And I hope people come and become curious.
So why does it matter for us to know about
The state of our primates? Well, because a lot of the jungle trees in our jungles require the primates to disperse their seeds. Without the primates, the trees cannot propagate. With no trees, our central forest spine collapses. When our central forest spine collapses, we will have no water, like zero water.
You want that? No water?
Already bitching about water supply interruption, right? Bitching, right? Unhappy, right? Imagine there's no water. Or worse, you only get water like for 2 hours a day.
So all this including myself, often ask why does it matter in order to care for the environment, because it will one day come and bite
It's
your
the
backside.
circle of life.
So Project Monyet is going to be here at RUANG City. I earlier tell them that it's very near Central Market, and
You can walk to Central Market from here.
yes,
And we have free public talks every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m.
and why are they interesting?
Yes, by wonderful people who are working with our Malaysian primates. So every Saturday and Sunday, 2 p.m.
So the next one is on the 23rd and 24th.
Yes, the next one will be on the 23rd and the 24th. There'll be excellent sessions. See you there. It's free.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for doing this for Malaysia and for the Earth. I think one of the very relevant question is, we always feel that for people who are in the work, and then we feel like Malaysians in particular are a lot of us don't care. Tidak apa, like
We live in a bubble.
we KL. I flush toilet, got water already.
I flush toilet and it goes somewhere else, not my problem.
Yeah, I want to eat. I don't even have to cook. I just walk out and.
But we already
yeah.
have the haze, right? Does the haze affect you? It does. Especially in KL, right?
So just because you're in a bubble now, it doesn't mean you're always going to be there, comfy, good life. Everything has a repercussion. Everything has consequence.
Circle of life.